You're standing in polar bear country, Greenland. Out in the middle of the ocean lies a landmass 3 times the size of France, home to just 50,000 people. Greenland doesn't feel like anywhere you've ever been. It feels like another planet hiding in plain sight on Earth. Often called the Northern Hemisphere's frozen heart, the Greenland Ice Sheet is a colossal ice kingdom that influences the planet's climate rhythm. Spreading across nearly 1.7 million kilometers, it isn't just a barren wasteland. It's a living force that helps regulate Earth's balance. Deep turquoise crevasses slice into ancient ice like jagged veins, exposing hidden depths across the plateau. This is where calving begins, where ice breaks away with a thunder-like roar and becomes giant icebergs. These frozen giants help build a vital ocean ecosystem. But this frozen heart is beating with growing fragility. To witness the Greenland Ice Sheet is to look at something majestic and vulnerable at the same time. Nuuk doesn't look like a capital the way most people imagine one. There are no highways funneling traffic into the city. What you notice first is how small it feels against the landscape. Modern concrete buildings sit close to wooden houses, painted red, blue, and yellow colors chosen first for practicality. Even now, those colors remain, a reminder that the city grew out of necessity, not ambition. Nearly a third of Greenland's population lives here, yet it never feels crowded. Plans revolve around wind, ice, and light. Kangerlussuaq feels like a place made for passing through a natural threshold. It serves as Greenland's main gateway thanks to the region's largest international airport. Most travelers move through quickly, not realizing it's one of the few places where you can reach the Greenland Ice Sheet by road. The road ends quietly at 660. The ice beneath your feet is older than any settlement on the island. Russell Glacier makes its presence known before you fully see it. A massive wall of ice rises nearly 60 meters high, scarred with fractures and streaked in blues and grays. The glacier feels alive in an unsettling way. On the tundra, near the route to Russell Glacier, reindeer appear often moving in small groups. More elusive are Arctic foxes. Wildlife here doesn't stand out as a highlight. It belongs to the landscape. As Greenland's second-largest city, Tasermiut has learned how to grow without losing itself. Modern apartments and workshops stand beside older wooden houses, not as contrast, but as continuity. Fishing remains central, not as a symbol, but as daily work that still feeds families. Ilulissat lives on the edge of constant motion. Icebergs drift past its coastline day and night. There are no roads connecting Ilulissat to other towns. Travel happens by boat, by air, or not at all. Ilulissat is Greenland's most visited town. Yet it never performs. It lets you observe, but it doesn't reshape itself. Tasermiut, also known as Ittoqqortoormiit Glacier, is not just a geographic feature. It's one of the most powerful moving forces on the island. It's widely recognized as one of the fastest flowing glaciers in the world. Calving here happens with frightening scale. Massive slabs break away from the glacier's front, sometimes as tall as high-rise buildings. Disko Bay is a vast stretch of water, acting like a staging ground, and often a graveyard for giant icebergs born from Tasermiut. Because parts of the bay are relatively shallow, these frozen giants can get stuck, forming a silent maze of ice. When summer arrives, Disko Bay becomes alive. Humpback whales migrate in from warmer southern waters. Living power moving through a world of silent, drifting ice. Rising from the deep blue water of the fjord, Qaanaaq Mountains stands like a giant heart. Below it, a vivid village of colorful wooden houses clings to rugged ground. Sled dogs fill winter with noise and movement. These dogs aren't just transportation, they're the pulse of the season. About 80 kilometers north of Ilulissat, Eqi Glacier is one of Greenland's most striking places to witness calving up close. The glacier breaks often. Every few minutes, sharp cracks like cannon fire echo from deep within the ice. What falls today may have been forming for thousands of years. Itttoqqortoormiit, the largest town in southern Greenland, appears like a carefully arranged scene of bright wooden houses. But the town's true spirit is carved into the island's ancient foundation through a unique project called Stone and Man. Walking Itttoqqortoormiit becomes a quiet treasure hunt. Around 40 carvings blend into daily life. Not far away, the Hvalsey Church ruins are Greenland's best preserved medieval Norse site. Built around the 14th century by Viking settlers, the church has long lost its roof. The stones don't confirm any one answer. They simply remain standing evidence of a community that vanished. Not far from Viking ruins, Iqi feels like a beautiful contradiction. Today, Igaliku is a small farming village, home to only a few dozen people, centered on sheep. Along the King's Road leading into town, green fields stretch outward. Qaanaaq is often described as an open-air geology museum because of the rare minerals found here. With colorful wooden houses along the fjord, Qaanaaq feels like a place where value isn't only on the surface. Tasermiut, the largest town in eastern Greenland, sits in one of the most dramatic settings on Earth. Deep inside a fjord, ringed by steep, jagged peaks, life here moves on a different rhythm. Tasermiut Fjord, roughly 80 to 90 kilometers long, holds some of the densest and most spectacular iceberg traffic on Greenland's east coast. It acts like a pipeline from the interior ice toward the sea. Scoresby Sund is the largest and deepest fjord system on the planet. Its branching structure reaches more than 350 kilometers inland, like the roots of an enormous tree. Black rock, white snow, and deep blue water combine into a landscape that feels severe and perfectly still. Across ice, thousands of years old, towering granite walls, and resilient communities, we've witnessed a world where geological time and human life overlap. Greenland remains a realm of magnificent quiet, a rare treasure we can only keep if we understand it well enough to protect it. Thank you for traveling with us through this maze of rock and ice. Keep that sense of wonder alive.